What's a truck series race without great racing and once again a dumbass that's driving way too over his head? Yo, what's good everyone? My name is Jet. Welcome back to episode of MDK Racing Victory Stop, part 1 of this double header. We got the trucks today, then we got Xfinity later tonight. Let's not waste any time and jump right into it. This was a really good race, a classic race. I would almost say it was equivalent to last Sunday's Cup race at Vegas. If you watched that one, that whole pit strategy battle at the end of the race was very exciting to see. But in the beginning, it was all Corey Heim. Corey Heim won stage 1 outright. Really had no competition besides Caden Honeycutt for a little portion in the middle of stage 1, trying to put up a fight against Corey Heim. But really, Heim just dominated stage 1. But stage 2 was very fun to watch. Started off with Nick Sanchez, who spun on pit road after stage 1, had to get sent to the back. And then you had this 4-car battle, basically. Or I should say a 3-car battle between Corey Heim, Taylor Gray, and Christian Eckes. They battled for a little bit here and there. Corey Heim fell back to third. Eckes took the lead, or Taylor Gray took the lead. Then Eckes took the lead right back. Corey Heim then, after about a couple laps, regained his momentum, took the lead back right away from Christian Eckes and Taylor Gray, and sped off. But it was a really good battle between those 3 trucks. But you knew at that time that, man, it seemed as though that Corey Heim had the truck once again to beat. However, in the final laps, we would see Grant Enfinger come to life, and he was really the first true contender against Heim. Grant was around the bottom half of the top 10, drove his way up to the field near the end of that stage because he had an incredible truck built for the long run. And at a track like Homestead, with tire wear being very, very important, having a long run truck is going to be very critical to how you perform for the rest of this race. And that's something that Grant Enfinger had better than any other truck, was that long run speed. And he was able to catch up to Corey Heim right at the last second with around 2 or 3 laps to go, take the lead away from the 11 truck, and he would go on to win stage 2. However, that kind of got derailed at the beginning of stage 3, where going into turn number 1, Christian Eckes saw a move in the middle of the racetrack, kind of like Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon at Texas in 2014. Enfinger, Eckes, they made contact. Eckes was able to continue, but Enfinger had a tire up and had to come onto pit road and give up the lead. And it seems as though that he would be out of contention for that race lead because of that unscheduled pit stop. Up front, we will see another great battle, this time with 4 trucks involved: Taylor Gray, Ty Majeski, Christian Eckes, and Corey Heim. Those 4 drivers, again, just battled all over the racetrack. Some really, really good racing between those 4 trucks. But again, in the end, it was Corey Heim that would be the leader up front. Then we get to the most pivotal part of the race, the part that really made my blood boil, was on lap 76. Connor Jones, this dumbass, this POS. Yeah, this kid, I shouldn't say kid because I think he's the same age as me, but he acts like a 5-year-old with how he drove today. He was getting blocked by Matt Mills. The thing is, that happens in racing, you get blocked. So this dumb MFer decides to just drive into turn 3 and 4 and just flat out dump Matt Mills. Matt Mills, hard impact to the outside wall, truck catches on fire. He was able to get out under his own power. However, I just got word from the PR from Nice Motorsports a little bit ago that Matt Mills has been taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. So hopefully that Matt Mills is okay. But then Connor Jones, he goes on an expletive-filled rant. Take a listen.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
All right, now again, you can tell by how he drives and how he acts that he's there because of money. I mean, I think his father owns like Jones Industries or something, some type of company, construction company that's on the back of his truck. So you know that he's there because of money. That's the only reason why Connor Jones is even in this position, because I'm sorry, how much of a whiny bitch are you? Oh no, I'm getting blocked. I'm so sick and tired of it. Dude, then go around him, all right? And besides, you're what, mid-pack? Seriously? Because here's the thing, congratulations. Yeah, you got by him, you wrecked him and put him into a hospital now, but congratulations because NASCAR parked your ass for 2 laps due to reckless driving. And I'm glad NASCAR did that, but apparently, I haven't been watching the truck series as much this season, I'll be honest, but apparently, according to the people that have been watching the truck series, like Connor Jones, this is not something new. This has been not a daily occurrence, but this is something that is starting to become very common now. Almost a worse version of Carson Hocevar, just without the talent. That's what Connor Jones is, because he's been in so many incidents apparently where he's been wrecking so many drivers or just having just complete meltdowns, and he does something stupid like this. So again, hopefully Matt Mills is okay. Nothing serious with him and his condition. And Connor Jones, you suck. That's all I'm going to say. Like, it's times like this where I miss the truck series, what it once was, when you had the veterans like Todd Bodine, Ron Hornaday, Mike Skinner, and so on that were in really, really good equipment that would keep the kids in line. Now, also that does in part have to do with the fact that nowadays, with how NASCAR's financial system it's more money based than talent. You do have drivers that are there based on talent, like Rajah Caruth, Lane Riggs, Nick Sanchez, and so on. You have some young drivers with legit talent, but then you still have drivers like Connor Jones that just should not be near the truck series with how he's been driving. And apparently with his history of driving, he should be nowhere near the truck series or NASCAR in general. Anyways, this is where things get interesting after that incident, because this happened kind of similar to what we saw last Sunday at Vegas when a caution came out with Ty Gibbs spun that was just outside the field window, but kind of not so much. That set up this very interesting cycle with some drivers like Lane Riggs, Grant Enfinger, Nick Sanchez staying out, trying to make it to the end, while you have other drivers like Corey Heim and so on, Rajah Caruth, Pitt, trying to basically catch up to them. It was just like last Sunday at Vegas, where you had Logano and Suarez staying out, trying to make it to the end, and you had guys like Christopher Bell, Pitt, take the fresh tires to try and make it back. So when we got back to racing after that caution, you had Corey Heim out in front, but Lane Riggs was on those 16-lap fresher tires compared to Heim, just flies by through the field, takes the lead. Lap 98, Rajah Caruth comes on the pit road and kind of begins that cycle, that final green flag cycle for drivers that want to get fresher tires. One of them involved Corey Heim, but up front, kind of like what we saw in Vegas, when Suarez was the leader, but Logano was able to pass him, the same thing happened. Riggs was the leader. However, second place, Grant Enfinger, came to life, was able to conserve his tires and his fuel a lot better, and was able to get a bit more out of his truck. He would pass Lane Riggs. But Corey Heim, now on 20 some odd lap fresher tires, or even more than that, was 25 seconds behind. Again, just like last Sunday. However, Corey Heim was just not able to catch up. By the end of the race, I think he was still like 11 or 12 seconds behind the leader. It was unreal as to how little pace that Heim picked up compared to Enfinger. Enfinger did a tremendous job at keeping his truck at maximum performance while still conserving his fuel and his tires. But Corey Heim had the faster truck, but he just could not make up the speed. Right at the end, a couple trucks like Lane Riggs and Nick Sanchez ran out of fuel, but the number 9 Chevrolet truck of Grant Enfinger was able to stay out in front and win at Homestead, going back-to-back here in his Truck Series career, still remaining the only driver to lock himself into the championship four at Phoenix in 2 weeks' time. It's also his first career win at Homestead, and I believe the 12th Truck Series win of his career. Here's a look at the results following this race. So like I said, Grant Enfinger goes ahead and wins the race. Ty Majeski finishes in second, Connor Mozak in third, Corey Heim unable to get back up there, finishes in fourth, and Tyler Ankrum the top 5. Stuart Friesen 6, Daniel Dye, Rajah Caruth, Christian Eckes, and Taylor Gray the top 10. Some of these drivers, again, this is a mixture of drivers that came on a pit road to try and get tires, and others stayed out to try and limp to the end. 11th place, Matt Craft and teammate Ben Rose in 12th, Nick Sanchez, Caden Honeycutt, and Dean Thompson the top 15. Corey Day, William Zawalich, Connor Zillick, Dawson Sun, and Tanner Gray the top 20 after he started at the back of the field. Lane Riggs, with him running out of fuel, finishes in 22nd. Connor Jones, this dumbass here, finishes in 25th. A couple other notables, Connor Daly 28th, Marco Andretti 30th, Frankie Muniz 33rd, and Matt Mills in 34th. And like I said, with this win, Grant Enfinger remains still the only driver locked into the championship for Corey Heim, now sitting at plus 49, a big gap for that 11 team. Christian Eckes right behind at plus 38. And now Ty Majeski gains 17 points on rival Rajah Caruth on the cut line now. Caruth now in a deep hole heading into Martinsville. Taylor Gray minus 24, Tyler Ankrum minus 41, and Nick Sanchez drops to 8th in the playoff grid, now sitting at minus 43. Alright, so my thoughts overall on this race. It was actually a really solid race. Fox was the usual Fox. They missed an incident, I think, near the end of stage 2 where Corey Day hit the wall and spun coming to the end of stage 2, I believe it was. They completely missed it, so again, typical Fox stuff. But overall, I thought it was a very fun race, very entertaining race. That Connor Jones thing still pisses me off, but man, we take a look at the playoff grid now. Grant Enfinger, I mean, he's pulling a Joey Logano, showing up at the right time, now winning back-to-back. He has a ton of momentum because that team, CR7 Motorsports, they're going to be spending so much time preparing for Phoenix because they are still the only one that they know they're advancing. Not even Corey Heim. Yes, he's 49 points above the cut line, but still, you never know. Weirder things have happened, and especially at a track like Martinsville with the Truck Series, you know damn well that, you know, stuff will get crazy. Speaking of Corey Heim, I mean, man, tough break for him. He led the most laps, had one of the best cars, but unfortunately, he just did not have the speed to be able to make up that 20-plus second gap. But man, if I'm Rajah Caruth, I mean, anyone below the cut line, man, that's going to be tough to make up 22 points. And Caruth is the closest one to the cut line. Ty Majeski is really good at Martinsville. So you have Caruth minus 22, Gray minus 24. Then you look at Ankrum and Sanchez 41 and 43. I would say that if you're below the cut line, you got to win. I just can't see you making up that gap with points when you look at the competition that the bottom 4 drivers have to face against next weekend at Martinsville. So it is going to be very tough, very entertaining, but I feel like next weekend is going to be wild as hell. But that is it for MDK Racing Victory Stop. Let me know what you thought of the race in the comment section down below, and of Connor Jones' stupidity. Again, leave all your thoughts on what happened in today's race. Until next time, my name is Jett from MDK. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you tune back here later tonight, recapping the Xfinity Series from Homestead. But until then, see you later.